evolution of Gary the Snail. Gary the Snail, or just Gary, makes his debut appearance in the TV show SpongeBob SquarePants, as initially a minor character, but then recast as one of the main protagonists, with vocal effects provided by Tom Kenny. Here, he appears as SpongeBob's male sea snail pet with a pink shell with indigo spots and a red spiral, as well as mannerisms similar to that of the real-world cat, most notably his meow sounds. He is also known for exhibiting great intelligence to the point of anthropomorphism and often being a voice of reason for SpongeBob. In the show, he mainly lives in a pineapple house together with SpongeBob and rarely leaves it, although, as shown in the episode Have You Seen This Snail? When he doesn't get a proper care, he can collect his things and leave in search for a better life. Even though he frequently appears in the background throughout the series, most prominently he can be seen in his own dedicated episodes and sections, such as Gary Takes a Bath, where he is shown to be extremely resistant to bathing, also very much resembling a cat's behavior, as well as reading a book, Snail Jokes, showcasing his high intellect. Or in the episode Tutor Sauce, Gary is shown to be a very good driver, as he can drive a boatmobile through the most dangerous road in Bikini Bottom with no issues at all. Next, Gary appears in the 2004 first movie in the franchise, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, in a minor role, voiced again by Tom Kenny. In the story, he first appears in the Pineapple House as SpongeBob prepares to go to the grand opening of the Krusty Krab 2, being confident that he will be chosen as the new manager. However, after Plankton realizes his plan to overtake Bikini Bottom and obtain the secret Krabby Patty formula by stealing and then selling King Neptune's crown and also framing Mr. Krabs for it, Gary gets enslaved by him, alongside all the other residents of the town, during which he even speaks with a real language, saying, "Meow Plankton." At the end, as all the zombie-enslaved residents close in on SpongeBob after he had returned, Gary gets freed by means of SpongeBob performing a rock song with his electric guitar that shoots laser beams. Then, Gary cameos in the animated TV show, The Patrick Star Show, in several episodes, first in the episode, Patathon, in which SpongeBob attempted to help Gary to learn how to dance with the help from Sandy, who tried her various new inventions on him, eventually succeeding by applying the tap spray on Gary, after which he grew a large number of miniature legs and finally could dance. And then, in The Patrick Show After Dark, where he is first seen having a party with all the other pet animals, but then, with the help of SpongeBob's translation, declaring that the pets are staging a rebellion against their owners, which quickly stops after all the owners open their pet foods. Gary reappears next in the movie sequel, the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, yet again in a minor role, voiced by Tom Kenny. In the story, Gary becomes a king of the Snail Rebellion after a pirate named Burger Beard steals the secret Krabby Patty formula, and thus causes chaos to ensue in Bikini Bottom, with SpongeBob unable to command him to obey him because of his sudden entitlement. However, upon SpongeBob returning the Krabby Patties back and restoring the harmony in the town, he is seen being given a burger by SpongeBob, with double mayo. Since it is revealed that Gary actually hates mayo, SpongeBob discovers that it was Plankton disguised as Gary, after which real Gary gets enraged and chases after fleeing Plankton, even appearing in the post-credits. In the 2019 musical The SpongeBob Musical, Live on Stage, Gary appears in the form of a talking prop on a skateboard, with voice effects by Alan K. Washington. In the story, after SpongeBob and others discover that an active underwater volcano, Mount Humongous, is about to erupt, Gary appears in their pineapple house being encouraged by SpongeBob to be brave and continue on his own if he won't return from his mission, and then at the end, after it is revealed that the Eruptor Interrupter has worked, celebrating with everyone by having a new concert. In the anime series The SpongeBob SquarePants anime, Gary appears, playing a supporting role, and although his story isn't fully elaborated upon, he still can be seen with some major differences, such as being able to sing with real human speech as well as appearing in his snail form, and also as a snail wizard with human body. In the 2020 computer animated live-action movie, The SpongeBob Movie, Sponge on the Run, Gary reappears, playing a major role in the story. At the beginning, he is shown to wake up SpongeBob for work by leaving his blue snail trail all over his face and then doing various morning activities together, including having breakfast, walking outside, Pilates, and many others, after which he's shown getting very sad as SpongeBob leaves for work. However, soon after, he gets kidnapped by Plankton and brought to Poseidon, who uses snails as his face cream, as part of his plan to send SpongeBob on a risky mission to get Gary from the lost city of Atlantic City, thereby getting rid of him forever. Upon finding out that Gary is gone, SpongeBob gets a flashback where Gary is shown as a very young self when he first meets SpongeBob in the Camp Koral, and they become friends. At the end, Gary gets freed by SpongeBob after he unites with Patrick and others, and they manage to trick Poseidon and steal Gary, alongside all the other snails, and then transform Bikini Bottom into a sea snail refuge. Next, Gary, as the younger version, appears in the first spin-off series, Camp Koral SpongeBob's Under Years, mainly in a supporting role with several more dedicated episodes. As revealed in the episode Camper Gary, the series takes place 1 year after Gary, a former stray snail, met SpongeBob, as well as shows the development of his and Mrs. Puff's relationship, beginning with her dislike of him because he accidentally ate her vegetables. but then becoming good friends after Gary saved her after she fell off a cliff. Also, as shown in the episode Unbreaking and De-entering, before Gary grew up, he wanted to please SpongeBob so much that he even turned to theft in order to bring him anything he would ask for, after which SpongeBob tried to teach him a lesson to ask for permission before taking something, which he still didn't fully understand, as illustrated by him stealing all of SpongeBob's and Patrick's things, but first leaving a carefully written note where he asks for permission to do so, revealing that even at that small age he could already write. In the 2024 spin-off comedy movie, Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, Gary reappears in a minor role, mainly being seen at the beginning while being scooped out and taken to the Boots Marine Biology Lab, whose CEO is Sue Nami, who intends to make toys out of them, and then toward the end as he reunites with SpongeBob, being very happy to see him again. In the 2025 second spin-off animated movie Plankton the movie, Gary cameos at the beginning, right behind SpongeBob, as he comes out of their pineapple house, and also at the end, jumping into SpongeBob's arms, being voiced by Tom Kenny.